never be a church in Great Falls. My goodness, we got two pastors, great music, people in long-term relationships with each other in ministry. Thank you for that, Pat. Yeah.
Amen. I'm not doing it again.
You know, I began to think about the triumphal entry and the year we're in, 2010. Found in my heart that if Jesus came today, we would actually kill Jesus. Because if Jesus came, even though we're those years down, he would go against religious leaders. He would go against political leaders. He would go against every injustice for God's people, even the disopposable people. He would stand and rattle the walls of our country. And somebody wouldn't like it. Somebody wouldn't like it. That saddens me a little bit. And then I thought, well, if that's the truth, we're in the crowd. You know, when Jesus started this entry, there were onlookers. They'd heard, oh, you know what, if you do a parade, you could get people together. All you have to do is stand down on the street and look up. Pretty soon you have 5 people all looking up. You know, a parade's coming. Here comes Jesus on a donkey. Cloths and clothes were being laid in front of him, and coats. They were taking the palms and they were saying, Hosanna in the highest. For here comes the great Messiah. You know, you can bet that the Pharisees and Sadducees were hanging around. For those of you who like to be a little religious, you can bet that the ones never invited to the church were there. You know, Jesus wouldn't mind if the lepers left their place. Jesus wouldn't mind if the lame were carried. Jesus wouldn't mind if the blind were led. It's a parade. And so every one of us are in that parade somewhere. And then as I started to think about what would I want Jesus to do? Boy, I spent most of the week, as well as Pastor Ricky, trying to filter down to render what that might be. I also told a couple of you, so when you get to share, I know there's a couple that'll jump forward. But here's the scene. We're at the parade. We cannot see Golgotha. We don't know of the crucifixion. All we know is the parade. The parade that's coming, that's going to be for each one of us something that we hope will come forward. You know, I did a lot of thought about this, and this is what I came to it. Could we start over in Eden again and see if we can get it right this time? Pastor Ricky, there you be. I love you. What do you want in the crowd? 3 points in the poem.
And I have that.
I know.
3 points in a poem. No poem. It's another song.
Oh, good.
You know, well, several thoughts came to mind for me. First, I thought, man, could I be like the donkey's owners? Now, that may sound interesting, but you see, Jesus tells 2 of the disciples, you go into town, you're going to find a donkey that's never been ridden before. I want you to go and tell the people there, hey, we need this donkey. And when the people ask why, you just tell them the Lord needs it. So the 2 disciples go, they find this donkey. The owners of the donkey come out and they go, what are you doing? They go, the Lord needs it. They go, oh, whatever the Lord needs, take it. Go for it. I'd like to think, man, could I be like the donkey's owners? And I thought, probably not. Maybe I would be just a member of the crowd. Pastor already said, you know, parades. People love parades. Crowds gather around. And I was thinking, so for a moment, here I am. I'm in the crowd, and I'm singing Hosanna, you know, to the highest. That's what they're doing. But then, if I'm in the crowd, maybe a week later, I could have been one of those screaming, crucify him. So, that would probably just make me a Palm Sunday believer, maybe. You know, kind of like, you know, today sometimes. Palm Sunday believers, hey, we're here together and we're ready to go, rah, 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 Jesus, go, go, go. Then we walk out of here and we go, oh, good, that's good for another year. You know? But the more I thought about it, the more I prayed about it, I came to realize that, you know what, I'm a gay man that loves musicals. So I rewrote, you know what, I know, guess what, Paul thought the same thing. He goes, oh, you are crazy.
Pastor Rick, you ain't right.
Only me. And the musical Hello, Dolly came to mind for me. And I kind of thought, hello, Jesus. And then there's this song in it, before the parade passes by. And I thought about it, I go, oh, so I rewrote the words to it, and I said, before the parade passes by, I want to reach out and touch him. Before the parade passes by, I want to know if he's the Messiah. I've never seen any miracles, nor even heard him speak yet. I want to believe the stories told to me. I want to believe, help my unbelief before the parade passes by. And that's how I feel. Before the parade passes by, would I become a genuine believer? Because there were some there